All right. I think we're ready and prepped to go. So let's just get right into it. Yeah, hello gamers. Back with some more control. Man, it's only been a week and I feel like it's been ages since I played. But I am... Man, the door just closed. But I am happy to be back playing some more control. Let's hit that. Poor Cairns. But yeah, we're in it. We're almost done. In all honesty, we're getting to the end here. I think yeah, working our way through the warehouse. Oh hey, look, enemies. Yeah, wasting absolutely no time tossing straight into it. Nice. Okay. Okay. That guy is a potential hazard. There we go. I remember these hatchet guys were actually very easy to take down with the ground pound. Wha-bam! Yeah, you can one-shot them with it. Nice. Oh. I didn't even mean to activate those spikes, but certainly not complaining. Okay, well that takes me over there. Oh, am I... Oh, I'm full on personal mods. Okay. Do a little bit of spring cleaning here. What use am I going to have for these, really? I found the build that I like, and it works, so I'm not too worried. Oh, I have some collectibles I haven't seen? It's something in multimedia. Yeah, I already saw that. Okay. So I can either go this way, or jump across. Let's see what's on the other side. If anything at all. No, this is new. Okay. More lore. Love some lore to read. Foundation etchings. My explorations of the Foundation have resulted in yet another mystery. A fascinating series of etchings on large stone tablets. The tablets themselves are likely not native to the Foundation, seeing as they're slabs of sedimentary stone, quite different from the cave's categorization defying rock. Their placement and form are also too intentional to be naturally occurring. But who braved this place to carry them in, and for what purpose? I discovered a 5-point macro entanglement between the tablets, with the pillar at its center. These links seem to extend beyond our level of consciousness, into some astral realm I can't detect. Is Northmore's board somehow tied to all this? The etchings on these tablets are similarly curious. They differ from the cave paintings in style and technique, so are clearly not of the same origin. Are they the visual narration of some event, or do they indicate intent, a wish, a plan? They only seem to consist of a tree and the pillar, but the sizes of either are inconsistent. What does that signify? I'm missing key pieces of this puzzle, and it's unlikely I'll ever find them. Yeah, I remember last stream they were talking about the oldest house potentially being related to a tree that was here that was it worship? I don't know if it was worshipped, but it was like the Native American tribes were very familiar with it. This is for, what is this? It's exclusive to charge. Do I even want this? Ammo recovery? I don't really care about that. But I will probably get rid of all these. Yeah, whatever. Nice. Alright. This elevator's taking its sweet time. Not that I'm surprised, though. We're pretty high up. It also seems like the next floor has got some... Yeah, got some hiss resonance going on. Alright, well, this isn't going to take me up to the next floor. So... There we go. Alright. God, my health bar is so big. I didn't even notice that. Whoa. Perfect. Alright. Something's going on in here. Can't shoot that. Oh, they're just hiss nodes. Hiss nodes, okay. I wonder. Nice. Well, that certainly helped with that, but... Is there an additional... I was wondering where it was. How do I get that through there? Or no, I could just pull this up. Because the door on the other side should open. Yeah, there we go. Can you open this, please? Okay, whatever. This should take me up to the next floor. Yeah, here we go. So what exactly am I doing up here? That's not good. Those look like a lot of hiss nodes. The warehouse. Okay, here are the tablets they were talking about, I think.
Etching, like the one I used to get in here.
Huh, okay. No. Ow. I do not like this thing. There we go. It is my least favorite enemy for sure. Is that it stalking around again? Whoa, okay. Damn. I wanted to get him with the spikes. That's kind of embarrassing. Oh! Ow. That really, was that him throwing the hatchet at me? That did so much damage. Holy crap. Okay, let's do this ritual. Locks, ancient, reason. Oh, this is Former. Hey, dude.
Is this the lock/key the board told me about?
What is Former up to? Well done, seasoned. Only 3 keys tethers remain. Our nail is rebuilding, loosening.
Just doing my job. First one down. Director Faden's got this covered.
It said that was 1 of 4, I think. Ooh, that was close. Well, I got some ability points, so let's spend those. I kind of want to max out my energy. Yeah, max out my energy. That's a good use of points, I think. Yeah, there we go. I got energy for days. There we go. Alright. Let's head back to base camp, I think. Which, I wonder actually, where does this go? Because I didn't come in through here. And that seems to end off into, like, nowhere. Oh no, that's a door that I can't open yet. Okay. So clearly there is something in that, like, black spot that I can't see. Or that I can't access yet. Okay.
Send a ranger out.
Oh.
Director's orders.
Hey, dude. How did you get down here?
Make way for the director.
That's me. That's me, baby. Okay. Am I gonna get jumped by more hiss again? Oh my gosh, speak of the devil. Okay, yeah, no, these guys are like just throwing hatchets at me.
Flank them, bastards.
Ugh. There we go.
Push up.
Whoa! These guys got really strong all of a sudden. Who is still out here? Oh my gosh, this guy. Actually, just grab him, right? There we go. Nice. Alright. That wasn't too bad. I wonder how you're supposed to get over here normally. No, you know what it is? It's probably that other blacked out zone is probably how you're supposed to get over there. If you have the other ability. Oh, there's a guy down here now. Hello? This isn't my friend. Yeah, you're new. You're not my friend, because my friend had a health bar. And I also left him in the dust. Oh no, that's just out into nowhere. Alright. Yeah, that must be the way in. How do I get in there? Okay. Not what I meant to do. Not what I meant to do. There we go. Okay, little secret area, I guess. Have a look, see what's over here. Okay, so this is just the easy way in, I guess? Or is this just a little side room? I guess it's just a little side room that got caved in, I suppose. Certainly would make sense. Okay. Well, here's base camp. The rest of the thing. Oh, here we... Okay, I didn't even notice you. Hello?
What are you doing down here, Emily?
What do you mean? You called me down, remember?
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
Yeah, I did not.
No, that's right. You didn't. But then, I remember you needing me to come here. I mean, you even told me how to get in. Let's just chalk it up to synchronicity so we can get to work.
She takes everything in stride.
Huh.
The board called me down here to deal with the situation. The astral plane is
colliding with our world. I know, isn't it fascinating? I never even considered that the astral plane could be a physical volume expanding beyond its dimensional container. The bleed is localized to this area, but its growth rate seems steady. Given time, it will consume the entire Bureau, and possibly beyond.
That's what I'm here to stop. The board told me to fix the nail over there by dismantling 4 locks in the astral plane. Funny, I think it's put itself back together a bit.
Oh yeah, it
It's connected Due
has.
to the law of inverse exchange. For every associated component you remove, this nail reconstructs. Or possibly some variation of anti-sympathy. Don't worry, I'll look into it. Did you notice all the Bureau infrastructure? It looks like there was a research team stationed down here at some point.
Yeah.
You think Darling knew about this?
I put money on it. That reminds me, have you seen Marshall? She contacted me over the hotline, but then I saw her walking around.
I haven't seen her. The hotline only connects to extraplanar entities. Or dead people. But Marshall's proved time and time again that she's a survivor.
Yeah, that's weird. Why?
That's exactly what I thought.
Anyway, I've been looking into the minerals growing down here. Have you noticed how they insist on maintaining a certain form? Maybe some sort of a state memory, or they consciously prefer a certain shape?
I think we're on a clock here, Emily. I need to stop the astral bleeding before it brings the oldest house down. See what you can find out from the nail in the meantime. And send out some rangers to look for Marshall. She may be in trouble.
Will do, Jesse. If you see anything interesting, remember to take detailed notes.
I'm so sorry. I do not have time to do that.
All the tests I run.
I
on the
guess I do have time to do
nail
that.
came back as nonsense.
It's gonna give me a whole side quest to do it. Okay,
And a couple of
well,
my instruments have already broken.
fair enough.
Maybe we should...
Jesse, you're back. So did you find anything noteworthy? The original Bureau expedition down here left so much interesting stuff behind.
Like their ID cards.
Oh yeah, I forgot I
picked
had
up
some
a
ID
weird one.
cards.
It's pretty old.
Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, I found a few ID cards myself. Or more accurately, the Rangers found them for me.
Are you starting a collection?
I'm going for the whole set. I kid, of course. But I suppose they are sort of like baseball cards, except for Bureau stuff from the 60s. Hey, the one you found is different than mine.
I mean, they
Looks like
are.
it's a higher clearance.
Oh,
A rare one, then. Want to keep it, Emily?
Yeah, I absolutely do. But I think you should hang on to it for now. High clearance access might come in handy.
that's a good point.
Sounds like you have something in mind.
Guilty. See, I've been going through Dr. Ash's notes, or the ones I can find, anyway. Like Darling, he seemed to enjoy hiding his most relevant research.
Whoa,
From what I
crazy.
There is another floor beneath the warehouse with a special lab that requires 5 high-level staff members just to access. Here, take this. It's an old skeleton key. Something else the Rangers found. I give them $5 for every useful trinket they bring me.
So,
I'm gonna assume this key is my ticket to that lower floor. And that super secret lab you mentioned.
Bingo bango.
is
as
it
Dr.
one of
Darling
one
used
of
to say.
5 then?
Well, keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah,
for
I have
key
3.
cards around the warehouse. If Ash's notes are reliable, and I'm sure they are, then 5 is the magic number.
Well, I found. Okay, you know what? Let's head back to the warehouse then. Yeah, because I found 3 of them. So let's head back to the warehouse. See about looking around the area. And we also have access to like the whole building now because of the elevator. So shouldn't be too worried about that. Okay, let's just, yeah, let's select this. Or I thought I had 5. I definitely grabbed another one. I definitely grabbed. Okay, there's one.
Another ID card.
Okay,
For a cartographer.
I guess I didn't grab it. That's surprising. I could have sworn I did. Okay, this we've looked at. Ugh. this guy. Come on. Oh, I love hitting them when they don't expect it. Whoa. You're mine, buddy. There we go. Where is this sniper? There he is. That should be all of them. I don't expect there to be more. Yeah, and judging by the music, it seems like that's done. Okay. It's weird that I can do something with that. It might just be a random thing of interaction, but it might also mean something later. I don't know. Oh, hey.
Another one of those ID cards.
I don't-
Security chief.
I don't think I actually went down to this floor. Ash, request denied. There we go. Ah. There we go. Dr. Ash. As Chief Excavation Officer, it's my job to support the research team. So I got your machine for that ridiculous sand research project. However, it's also my responsibility to ensure the safety of my crew. Do you know how many trips it took to get an entire bulldozer down here piece by piece? And do you know how many of those guys we lost in those trips? Here's a hint. Too fucking many. Which brings me to my point. I'm writing you today because of this request form that just landed on my desk. Apparently, you want a lightweight 1 or 2 man military-grade helicopter for the purpose of surveying the vast expanse of columns by air. I bet you didn't even stop to wonder how much time, money, effort, and blood this toy would cost us. Well, no, sir, I'm sorry, but I will not subject my men to another month of marching through that death trap upstairs. For Christ's sake. These people have families. Not that they ever get to see them anymore. Request denied, Lewis McNary. Dang. Dr. Ash has about as much of a moral compass as Darling, it sounds like. This is not... Okay, so this isn't actually a valid elevator, like, stop spot. Okay. I've checked in there. I've already looked through that way. I don't know, maybe see if there's one up here? Aha!
This ID card was for an excavation engineer. Why did so many people abandon their cards down here?
So I, the protagonist, could find them. Then we get to wait for the elevator to come down all the floors. There we go. Hello, there you are. Why do I keep crouching? It's not going to do anything. How do I use... Okay, use the ID cards to access the warehouse. How would I go about doing that, though? How would I go about doing that, though? That's somewhere in the warehouse. I would figure that it's just in the elevator, right? Oh, maybe it's on the bottom floor over here, actually.
From the layer of dust on this place. Nobody's swept here in years. Not even Ati. No way he'd stand for this.
Yeah!
There's an elevator, which I'm sure is super safe, in a space in each terminal for an ID card. Which card goes where?
Oh, I love a puzzle. Okay. This looks like the excavation guy. Just based on the number of thingies on his desk. This definitely looks like the cartographer. Over here, that looks like some kind of weapons specialist or a security chief. That is physicist, probably. And head of research, I suppose?
It worked.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
have to get on a rickety elevator that goes who knows how far down.
Well, we're about to go find out. I wonder if Former's down there. I couldn't imagine working with all this sand.
Dust. Still, this lab's way tidier than any of Darling's.
That's a good point. Definitely cannot argue with that. It's kind of weird, though. Like, it looks like the Bureau, but it isn't. Which is super fascinating. Did something. Don't know what, though.
Why would they need such a heavy door down?
Has this just allowed me to progress? I suppose. Ah! Oh, that scared me, actually. No, not one of you. Process designer Gibbs. Oh, this is awful. Whoa! Back off. I actually need your help. No, back off. Whoa! Yeah, I'm not getting caught by that. Okay. There he is. All right. Nasty thing that you are. Oh my gosh, where'd he go? Whoa! The noise that it makes is so unpleasant. I hear him. Nice. Whew, okay.
This looks like the nail, only mini.
A little nail.
A document. Is this in some kind of code?
Northmore final warning. To Dr. Theodore Ashe, Jr. As director of the Federal Bureau of Control and chosen representative liaison benefactor of the greater authority of the board, I demand your immediate withdrawal from the Foundation. Prior memos issued broadly to Foundation staff called for its swift reassignment of all personnel to the upper levels of the House. All staff complied except you. This demonstrates a lack of respect for my office and the board itself. This is their house, and we are their guests. We should conduct ourselves accordingly. Normally, such insubordination would be grounds for dismissal, but out of respect for your late father, consider this instead my final warning. The board and Director Ashe chose me as successor to the office, and no amount of petulance will change that. Indeed, your actions seem to suggest you know better than myself, and by extension, better than the board. Permit me to assure you that this is not possible. Sincerely, Director Broderick Northmore.
Can't read a word of it. I should take this back to Emily and tell her I got into Ash's secret lab.
This is super interesting. What could the purpose of this possibly be? Just destroying everything down here. I like doing that. It's fun. All right, let's get out of here. Just go to the entrance. Yeah, it's gonna take me up past that floor and up to this one. Yeah. All right, let's go. Fast travel back to Crossroads. And let's go talk to Emily again. It is cool to see her be relevant in a DLC. Because she wasn't relevant at all in the Alan Wake one. Which I guess makes sense.
I found Ash's secret lab.
Excellent. Please tell me everything. Spare no details.
Well, there was another cave. The walls were covered in paintings of eyeballs. The research seemed dedicated to studying a kinda smaller version of the nail. It looked like the same material as the one up here, but just a different shape.
Well, are you sure you didn't see any functioning prototypes? Or at least some schematics? I mean, Dr. Ash was a very accomplished engineer.
None. Sorry. I did find this handwritten note.
Wow. Ash had terrible handwriting. Never meet your heroes, right? So it looks like a transcribed conversation between Ash and someone named F. Ooh. Oh, this is juicy. This'll take me days to parse out. Maybe weeks.
Have you ever thought about taking a vacation, Emily?
Are you kidding? This is my vacation, Jesse.
You fascinate me. Alright. Well, I guess let's move to the next area. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's just head on through then. Although I should do that. Oh wait, no. I got more ability points to spend. I mean, seize, I suppose. I don't really use melee, so it wouldn't really be any benefit. But I can seize additional enemies now, which is useful. Or we'll be able to in a sec. Oh. That's blocked off. Okay, so I gotta use the other way around. There we go. Oh! Oh, man! Why did that not get sent out all the way? Okay, that's very strange. It must have been just because I was there, so it freaked out. I don't know. Did not like that. Am not a fan whatsoever. Stay away from the geysers. Oh my gosh. The way they cover your screen's pretty awesome. Oh! Those are astral constructs. They can fly now? Since when have they been able to fly? Okay. That was surprising. Certainly not what I was expecting, but whatever. Okay. No! Hey! Back off! Whoa! Absolutely not. Okay. Take cover, wait for my energy to regen, and then we can... Oh, whoa. I got like thrown off there. That was crazy. Or like slid off. Please don't explode while I'm holding you. Oh, there's another one. Let me see if I can whittle you down and then make you my friend. Oh, I can't take over the astral constructs, can I? I could in the tutorial, but I don't think, or in the tutorial for the Seize ability, but I don't think I'll be able to do it here. Okay. I think that's that little encounter done. Okay, so that's the way forward. But I want to see what's over here first. Oh, is he still alive? He's still alive! There we go. Oh. He blew something up. I can't open that. I can't destroy the crystals. Yeah, that's more astral plane rock.
This area looks newer. Is it from the upper floors?
Yeah. Was there a house shift, maybe? The collapsed department. Okay.
There's something behind that his barrier.
Okay, it's way across. Oh, that's the lucky cat. Wait. I know the lucky cat. Come here. Hello, kitty. It's just here, I suppose. Yeah, there we go. Pull that out. Okay. Do I need to go this way? I guess I do, yeah. Although what's ahead doesn't look like a normal department. How am I getting through here? Oh. Shift account part 1. To whoever finds this, I'm containment process designer Jean Gibbs, I think, and I'm writing this to document the largest building shift to ever occur. Here are the facts. A considerably large section of the containment sector, including the processes and protocols offices, our research facilities, and a fair chunk of the fire break, has been yanked down to a chasm that reaches far below lobby level, I think. It was a violent shift, and I regret to report several casualties. Injuries were sustained by all, but many of us, myself included, are still mobile. We set up a base camp and started triaging. There are little supplies. We've explored our surroundings and found caverns of all things. Maybe we're in some kind of cave threshold, like the quarry? Wherever we are, we're not the first. There was some rusty power cores, old lights, signs, infrastructure. What was this area used for? Why did they seal it off? Why have we never heard of it? More importantly, how are we going to get out? Well, it doesn't look like they did. Just nobody found out that they came down here. That's pretty terrifying. Kiev summary. AW37. A series of reverberating sounds observed in downtown Kiev, Kiev, with no clear point of origin. The event was witnessed by the city's general public. Mental and physical symptoms were reported, including aphasia, sleep paralysis, and excess redacted and reported individuals. Due to the brief nature of the event, overseas Bureau agents were not able to respond while it was active. Immediately upon arrival, agents collected radio recordings taken by local witnesses. All Bureau monitoring stations located at global junctions of acoustic amplification were directed to monitor any auditory events of similar pitch, wavelength, or duration in an effort to trace echoes or epicenters. And the following similar cases were reported from both various amateur sources and Bureau stations in major cities across the globe. The subsequent events diminished in volume and frequency per each occurrence. Event is believed to be generated by planar friction, though this is not confirmed. See file 71, 847, 062 for full hypothesis. Interesting. So we get to see more of like the not confirmed Bureau info. Okay, that's where I just came from. That's really interesting.
Director Faden here. I need a ranger dispatched to my position.
It's an honor, Director.
Hello, Mr. Ranger. Did not mean to do that. I love throwing stuff. It's so fun. Okay, you're annoying me and I need you to stop, so I'm gonna make you stop right now. Oh, there we go. Leave my ranger guy alone. He's my ranger buddy. Oh god. Yeah, was not about to have that. Ah! Ow. Worth. I got a friend now. Beat him up. Okay, I can hold two of them at once, so. Oh, that's a sniper. Ah, no, he meleeed me. Oh, that's awkward. That's really awkward. Someone's messaging me. Why are they doing that? Why would you message me? All right. Let's try that again, shall we?
This is Director Faden. I require backup at this location.
Oh, really? Missed both shots. Okay. You are mine. Thank you. And you are also mine. Okay, I want to move up high so that I can get this sniper the minute that he spawns in. Whoa! Whoa! I get him. There we go. Control him, control him, control him. It's the name of the game, baby. There we go. Okay, I think that was the sniper spawning in. Yeah, it was. Ow! Stop it. There we go. I got a little hectic there, but... Wow, Mr. Ranger's still here. It's the name of the game, baby. Alright. Wow, there are a lot of rooms in here. That is kind of messed up because I want to read everything that's available in here. Well, I'll check each of them floor by floor just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, this ranger's gonna make it kind of annoying though if he keeps running into me like that. There goes that hiss. Okay. If none of these rooms have anything, then it's not unlikely that there just isn't anything in here. Okay, that was the thing in the painting, actually. Wait, up here? Or no? Why did that's just an LED.
Someone call a plumber.
I was around to hear that.
The astral plane restroom? What? I just got an achievement. I just got an achievement that said discover the astral plane restroom. What? Computer program. Dear House of Representatives, my husband, Francis, read an article about before he died about how the universe is really just a computer program. He believed it. I thought it sounded silly, but now I think he was right. Francis was hit by a car a few months ago, a drunk driver. I don't think it was supposed to happen. My neighbor's son, Jeremy, broke one of our windows with a football a week before Francis died. Francis yelled at Jeremy for it. He was a bit harsh. This is important because I see Jeremy on his computer through the living room window. He's on it all the time. His mother says he's a computer whiz. I think Jeremy is operating the computer program and he changed the universe so that driver would hit Francis. He did it to get back at Francis for yelling at him. Is there a way to change the computer and make Francis come back? I have some money if it's expensive. I don't know how these things work. I don't care if Jeremy gets in trouble or not. I just want Francis to come home. Francis and I were very happy together. I can feel him not being here and I know it's not right. Sincerely, Stephanie Miller. That's really sad. Oh. That's really sad. I read that in a silly voice, but that just made me really depressed. Oh. Oh. That's really upsetting, actually. I feel really bad for Stephanie Miller. Oh god, I'm gonna cry, actually, if I do that. I think this is the first time that I'm getting, like, emotional on the channel. It's just reading stuff like that makes me really sad. Oh. That's really sad. Okay. Keep it together, keep it together. Keep it together, alright. Let's see. This just looks like more department stuff. Evaluation hall. Okay. God, I still got my mind on that dead letter. Just imagining like losing someone close to you and rationalizing it through conspiracy. Which, I mean, like, a lot of that's how that happens. It's a real shame that is how that happens, but that's a genuine fear. Like, that's real. I don't know. It's interesting to think about. It's really sad, but it is interesting to think about. I don't know. I got really introspective there for a second, but I don't know. It's just that's how these things go. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just can't. I can't get over there and get that. I'm so sad now. I'm really sad now after that. Most of the dead letters are really silly, but that one really got me. Keep supplement. Okay, so more to this. All right. Recordings of the audio phenomena were uploaded onto the internet shortly after the event. These recordings circulated rapidly on popular message boards. The communications department utilized this exposure as creating Sky Trumpet hoax videos and posting related theories to spread disconfusion and draw attention away from the event's paranatural origin. Industrial noise, particularly the sound of metal drilling, was found to be a widely accepted explanation. Theories about the sounds emanating from the Earth itself, such as seismic hum, emerged from the public itself and were encouraged by the Bureau to generate further misdirection and eventual public disinterest. Witnesses of the event were monitored discreetly afterwards. Observed symptoms were consistent with redacted deprivation. I guess sleep deprivation, but subsided after 12 to 15 days. The length of the symptoms directly correlated with the individual's proximity, unsheltered, to the supposed epicenter. One linked, although accidental, casualty can be listed. See report RA, the effects of the planar friction on hearing aids in file 14-200-1010. Oh my god. I can only imagine that probably ruptured their skull, if I had to guess. Oh, another America Overnight. All right.
A beacon in the darkest recesses of possibility for more than 20.
I'm just gonna let this play.
We have another letter from a listener. This one's unsigned but postmarked from Toledo. It says, "Dear America Overnight, I have the most wonderful appliance for your listeners. It is a miracle of God. A fondue set. A fountain. A blessed gift. Blessed is spelled with a capital B.
Huh.
Go on, they write. Dive on in. It is molten hot. Perfect for meat. No signature. As far as I know, no fondue set was sent to us here at the studio. Just this letter. Wait. I think there's something else in the envelope. Some kind of black powder with white shards in it? Bone, maybe? Karen. What is this? Karen? On the air, Karen. Where are you? What? What's this powder in the booth? Is this ash? Oh. Oh, God. Karen? How do I cut to commercial?
What? What? Episode 382. That's the last... Okay, that's the latest one that we've listened to. What? Ash with white shards in it. What? Do we know of anything that corresponds with that sort of description? I'm really not sure. Shift account part 2. Gibbs reporting in. It's been 8 days since the collapse and still no sign of any rescue efforts. The Bureau is either completely unaware of our situation or are incapable of helping us. Or maybe it's intentional. How many times have we seen the Bureau not give two shits about its own hardworking staff when they go missing in this place? How many times did we let it slide thinking, oh, at least it wasn't me? Too many. I'm ashamed to admit it. Anyway, there have been some developments. Strange crystals have begun growing through the walls. They seem to block some corridors, but not others. The path to the caves is always left open. We're not sure why. Luckily, the crystals keep out the astral spike. One's been hounding us for days. Oh yeah, those creatures. John, Nikolai, and Sarah went to try and find a radio, but never came back. We think the spike got them. I think it's hunting us. Doug says spikes only exist in the astral plane, so what the fuck is it doing here? If we get out of here, I'm hiring a lawyer. These are unsuitable working conditions. Yeah.
Warning. Altered item detected in transport bay.
Altered item?
Access is prohibited per safety regulation 18.1.
Altered item? What? What altered item is down here?
So that's the altered item. Looks pretty secure.
Huh.
No power. Typical.
Great. Getting flashbacks to Alan Wake here. Oh no.
I should hire someone who builds smaller machines.
What is this? Okay. Let me grab this so I can see better. Oh, I see what I need to do. Alright, come here. That just somehow went through. I'll destroy these for continuity, I suppose. Get out here. There we go. Are you for real? Okay, there we go. Resume. Where are they transporting it to? Like, it's not like it's going anywhere. I don't really want to know what this, or what this altered item does. But I don't really think that's relevant anymore. It's surprising that the Bureau would just be fine with letting that thing go. Purely because it's, you know, an altered item. But then again, I guess, you know, they had really no idea about this. The only one... Oh, yes, safely enter. Thank you. I agree with them, actually. Ooh. Come on, come on. Is that it? Okay, that seems like that's all of them. Alright, let's kind of get out of here. Okay. I assume this just goes down into the... Yeah. Okay, that just goes down into here. Where does this go? Transit access. Can I grab the item from here? This must be like, I can actually get the item that I'm going for. You look very frightening in this lighting, Jesse. I don't know why. Oh yeah, there it is.
I remember that camera. How the hell did it get out?
Oh
Are you
yeah!
shooting movies now?
I remember it. I definitely remember seeing it. Oh. Okay then. Okay then. Jesse Faden starring in Swift Platform.
After that camera! And step on it!
Oh, this is fun. Okay. Alright, looks like we're coming up on... Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, that's cool. That's awesome, actually. That is so fun. Alright. Okay. I love this music. Alright.
No way am I sharing a spotlight with kids.
Okay. This is the weapon to use. I like that Jesse's like totally like feeding into it as well. It's just like, no way am I sharing the spotlight. That's so fun. Whoa. Oh my god. Oh no. No. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. Oh, the car's all the way up there. Thankfully, I do have my hover ability. Nice. Whoa. New tunnel. Oh, this is so cool.
Thought you could lose me, huh?
Hey, buddy. Because it's sentient? Or at least, like, semi-sentient? Come on. Recharging. Yeah, get over here. Alright. What now? Oh, looks like we're going for another round. Hey, dude. Whoa!
You're too tall for this ride.
I put a little bit more effort to that than I needed to, didn't I? Oh, it's one of those guys. There we go. Ah! Oh man, that scared me. That scared me. I wasn't even expecting. I was zoomed in. I couldn't see that. All right. Going back to just one platform. Third act villain. Oh, that's fun. Ow. I don't really have the... Yeah, nice. That could have gotten really bad if I hadn't just started spamming. Which is a little silly, but I think it's funny. Come on, where? It's really hard to track with the effect. There we go. Nice, come on, get over here. That was so cool.
Wait, what? We're back? Did that really just happen? Felt like a dream. Or maybe a bad movie.
That was awesome. I'm so glad I decided to go down here. Let's go, let's go. Okay, well, I've done that. So now I can actually go ahead and do the story again. Although I will allow myself to get distracted. Okay, well, I won't allow myself to get distracted because I can't get in there. Ah! Jeez, that scared me. Hidden location discovered. New language. Ooh, new dead letter. For immediate publication, I learned a brand new language. The fish taught me. You probably don't believe me, so I will prove it. Huliliel, muti, jur mi lu abat ios yoman eku, quido, kib quido pipu horum iulin, rec I buit 1455 ooze, pitron club, henwin 20222, kiri whip or weebip, ilu yum ret, biozam quim, zualten, jebini rog. See? Please publish this letter and maybe the other fish speakers will get in touch. They'll be able to read my address, even if you can't. Jebini Rog. Larry Humbert. Finally, a funny one! After that last one, I got really sad. Okay, let's read this thing. Max Action Camera. Altered Item 80. UE. Containment procedure. This item should be isolated from any person or event that is objectively interesting, since its effect is activated by the presence of dramatic incidents. A movie camera used to make commercial feature films. Internal mechanisms are unremarkable. Subjects near the item will often experience a torqued version of reality, resembling a heightened drama and action of a movie. Whether these events are localized alternate realities or products of hallucination is currently unknown. Additionally, the item seems to record footage from these incidents and create VHS copies, edited in the style of short films. During their investigation, agents learned that a podcast titled Brian's Movie Den had reviewed the item-generated movie Delivery Disaster. The podcast creator, Brian Hennerman, was taken for questioning. The staff of Movie Night, the store Mr. Hennerman rented the film from, were also questioned to no effect. We heard this! We heard this in the Alan Wake DLC. There was an audio file about that. It's like the kid knows nothing, get him out of here. I remember that now. That's really cool. That's really cool that they have the connection, like, so well established. Give me this. Ooh, and there's lore over there, too. Yes, I love lore. I love all the lore. Movie camera supplement. The item first came into the Bureau's attention after a hospitalized mailman from redacted Arkansas claimed his injuries had been caused by a movie camera. Further investigation connected the incident to Altered Item 80, which was being shipped in the mail truck at the time. The packaged camera was later found in an empty warehouse. The return address led agents to a P.O. box located in San Fernando Valley, belonging to a company called Blessed Pictures. Whether Blessed Pictures is involved in the creation and dissemination of the item's VHS films is unknown. The following is a list of all known films believed to have been shot by Altered Item 80. Shoot First, Die Last, unreleased. Coffee Bullet, Billy's First Car, Bike Hard, Delivery Disaster. Item was used in the filming of an unreleased western in 1968 on the Italian island of Sardinia. A cast member was killed during an on-set accident, stopped in production. It is believed that Blessed Pictures bought the camera when equipment from the shoot was sold at auction. So, that death likely influenced the Action Max camera, because we do know that deaths can cause altered items to occur. Because if this was just caused during an on-set accident, because we don't know if it's a hallucination or a localized reality, so they can be killed, but likely that, on-set accident, then they are aware that that's a thing that we know what happened, and it was a western. So, but that means that it's very likely that through that death, the Action Max camera was made, it turned into an altered item, and then the Blessed Corporation, or the Blessed Organization, which is a paracriminal group that we do know about, was mentioned from the Alan Wake DLC, is, they started operating. Because we do know that they were talked about quite frequently in the Alan Wake DLC. Shift account part 30. It's clear no one is coming. We're running out of ideas and supplies. We tried going into the caves to find anything edible, but all we found were noxious gases and endless pits. The crystals only let us go one way. Even though we could see the caves branched out, we did find some weird spiky pillar. I only got a glimpse of it before the astral spikes attacked. There were a few of them this time. We lost a lot of people. There's only 6 of us left. We didn't ask for this. We didn't want to come down here. I'm convinced something brought us here. The others say I'm going nuts, but it's clear that this was no house shift. Shifts slide a bathroom a sector over or rotate a hallway. They don't drop full divisions into some caves. We were brought here. I know it. But for what? Why tear us away from our lives just to torture us? Is this some sort of test or mission? Then here's some advice for whoever's running it. Give out clearer instructions next time. I hope these notes are a good read for whatever ranger finds them. Fuck you. Put that in your report. Gibbs. Yeah, that's a good point. I wonder if the board had anything to do with this.
Worst I've ever seen is take the nail. End of the world.
So I can't let the hiss take the nail. Not a problem. I know how to handle them.
Alright, Marshall.
Another etching.
Is Former gonna say something again? Yeah, here he is. Listen. Hurry. Meet. Hey, Former, you've made yourself kind of an antagonistic figure, so I'm not really gonna... I don't know if I want to play ball with you, buddy. Progress, jolly good, but 2 holes lollipops are left to... Ugh.
Hello? Board, are you there?
Danger, director, board, broken, deeper, understand? Tool, other, new, forbidden board. Given Former, yours necessary, go.
Okay, what the hell is going on?
Oh, they're giving me the other ability.
Wait, I'm back here?
Oh, Former's taking over. You should, can, better not be here, director.
Wasn't my idea. Blame that.
The other tool weapon is forbidden. Former, it adrift, is trying to mislead you.
Former. Yeah, we've had our differences. But it is giving me something you won't.
Yeah. I'll hang out with a cool worm. Cool worm caterpillar thing. Alright. Nice. Certain crystal formations regrow after destruction. Do not be ignorant, thick. You are being reckless, disobedient.
I don't like you deciding what I can't slash.
I gotta agree, man. Board, I don't really like operating without knowing who my employer is, so to speak. So why don't you make yourselves known? If this is such a big a deal. Why don't you do something about it, you know? I knew they were going to give me this other option. You cannot control this. You cannot control your staff. You are mismanaging the Bureau self-narrative. Oh yeah, I can't kill these guys. I have to lead them onto the platforms. I'm glad that I would have been fine just getting one, but I am glad that I'm getting the other one. That's pretty awesome. All right, Former, what's your game here?
I'm tired of being jerked around the astral plane. If you're listening, I want some answers.
All right, Former, where are you? This is your hangout spot because I don't see any board here. And then also, hello, home. Alone, long, visitor, happy. Tunnel open, grateful. Is that him up ahead? Hello? What are you?
Hi there. It was nice of you to give me something the board wouldn't. What are you getting out of it?
Void, nothing, egress.
So I'm just supposed to believe you're a particularly charitable, whatever you are?
Neither, both. Hungry?
Hungry? I mean, yeah, actually, I'd love a sandwich or something. That's not what you meant, was it?
Right, panini. Former, board, abalone.
Are you part of the board? Or used to be?
Once split, board, blame.
Okay, so you split because the board blamed you for...
Inside Beyond Nail, rescue house sun warning.
Gotta be easier to play charades. Do I need to rescue someone?
No.
I don't know what I expected. Listen, this has been great, but I have to go. Thanks for your help, and, stay out of trouble.
House, listen, nail, leech, burn, go.
What was Former trying to tell me about the board?
I think
Should I trust either of them?
I think I understand exactly what Former is saying. I think that what Former is saying is that the nail is the way that the board connects themselves to the oldest house. And that the oldest house is definitely not good. Because if they're calling itself if it's a leech, then that means that it's feeding off, I guess, the ley lines? They'd probably be feeding off the ley lines, right? Because that's right where they converge. Well, now I have the ability to, yeah, that's getting rebuilt. It would make sense because that is the same material as the stuff from the astral plane. Hey, Emily.
Hello, Director.
The Rangers found a section of the containment sector in the caves, but no house shifts occur down here. Strange.
It's definitely something to do with the board.
How did the hiss get into the Foundation?
Same way we did, I imagine. But you need to remember that the Hiss are the embodiment of persistence.
Yeah.
Their nature seems to be one of force, to find every possible vulnerability and exploit it. Their only goal is consumption.
I'm sure there's plenty of goodies for them down here. The nail, for instance.
If the Hiss could corrupt the nail, I'm sure they would have by now.
It's astral. I don't
Unless
think the
I'm
hiss
interested
can
in its
corrupt.
broken state.
Yeah, I don't think they
It
can
could
corrupt.
be distracted by the numerous unknown
stuff like
paranormal
that.
materials I'm sure are lying around. These are the roots of the oldest house. The Hiss will find plenty of ways to make trouble.
They're pretty good at that. So you've never heard of the Foundation, huh?
I've never even seen the name referenced. Clearly it's highly classified, but for what reason? The problem with these kinds of closed-off hidden areas is that they were likely sealed for good reason. But now no one is left to tell us what that reason was.
Yeah.
Any guesses why the Bureau would hide something like this?
I only know what I've observed. This place is spatially rigid, which means it doesn't shift like the rest of the oldest house. Before you ask why that is, I have to admit that I'm clueless. There's some signal interfering with my equipment, making it hard to get a clear reading. It's being emitted from the floor. Maybe I should have brought a jackhammer.
The astral plane is already taking chunks out of this place, Emily. Let's not add to it. So let me get this straight. The astral plane is bleeding into the Foundation.
Correct.
And that's happening because the nail is damaged.
I think that those
I'd
bits
say
of
it's a bit
dialogue
more
were
than
mixed up.
damaged, but yes, that is my understanding.
So what's the connection between the nail and the astral plane?
It's a good question. See, I always pictured objects of power as strings between our plane and the astral. If the nail has a similar relationship, then maybe it's more accurate to think of it like plumbing. Now that the nail is busted, sewage is gushing everywhere.
Not the prettiest metaphor.
But it's an accurate one, probably. But no, yeah. That should be here. That should be here. That should be here. Interesting.
I should get back out there.
Okay, so
Agreed.
this is
The astral
definitely...
bleed won't stop itself.
I'm gonna be honest. I do kind of believe believe Former. I know Former's been kind of a jerk in the past, but I don't know. He made a pretty compelling argument there. But I don't really have any other options, so... Oh, am I already in full on personal mods again? Oh my gosh. I'm very interested, though. Oh, and those just closed up. But I've got more abilities, so let's start unlocking more stuff. Okay. I have a lot of that, whatever that is, so. I can upgrade Surge, so may as well. Alright.
Listening to. We're going to be A or B.
I
Or
mean,
neither. Let's just stay the course.
I
It's in danger.
believe
We
the
know we
former.
need to repair the nail. The astral plane won't break reality on much.
I definitely believe former. More? Whoa, okay.
I'm in the astral plane. Oh, this bleed is just getting worse and worse.
That scared me. There's the board up there. Astral collision. Okay.
That's the cave sand. Looks like the astral bleed goes both ways.
Huh. Wear everything. What's another dead letter? Dear Science, there's a person in my pet salamander. He has human eyes. Why doesn't anyone else see him? I think it's like werewolves, but with every animal. Were dogs, were cats, were otters, were butterflies, were everything. There are people inside and they can't get out. They're stuck in the animal body. It's not all animals, but it can be any animal. My parents don't believe me. Maybe this has happened before? I thought you would know. Sincerely, John Lomaine. Seems that's very Animorphs. Oh, okay. They've got power cores just like in the material plane. Which I'm gonna, you know, use the D&D term, may as well.
This in the astral plane? That didn't go so well last time.
You're surprised? I'm certainly not. thing over here and lore. I didn't grab that. Maneki... Oh, Maneki Neko. Okay. Containment procedure and unknown. A ceramic beckoning cat figurine, common luck object found in Japanese storefronts. The following is the list of items of the items observed altered effects: corporeality, affinity for specific human behavior, and minor physical movement, waving its arm. That's not an altered effect. That's normal. Multiple simultaneous incarnations of this item have been observed. Whether these are independent altered items acting uniformly or replicated instances of altered item 48 is unknown. How the items originally arrived in the oldest house is unknown. It was first discovered sitting in the director's chair and was immediately contained in a panopticon cell. The next day, an agent noticed 2 additional figurines had appeared. Hours later, all 3 vanished. The items have been sighted throughout the Bureau, appearing while agents perform redacted tasks. It is theorized that fulfilling certain unknown criteria will encourage the items to appear. Present location is unknown. Well, we know where one of them is, and it's down in the destroyed sector. Oh, a save point in the astral plane? That's new. Oh?
Reminder, the Bureau does not have windows. If you notice a window, immediately close your eyes and make your way to the nearest safe room. You are permitted to fashion a blindfold from an article of clothing. Any resulting lapse in dress code will be excused. Thank you for your attention.
What's through the windows? Oh, I gotta destroy some more beautiful cairns. Oh, that's sad. Oh, and this is a hiss-infected location as well. I'm assuming I have to hit both those areas. Yeah, alright. Let's go with this one first. Well, that looks like a combat zone. Oh! Uh-oh. I did not expect it to break out from under me, even though I really should have. Oh. Oh, there's more. I didn't even notice. There we go. Oh, I guess that was what I was supposed to do. It didn't grab it like it usually does, but whatever. I guess it's just like super big reset. Oh no, they go in it like that other one did. That other one did. Yeah. Oh, well that sucks. Well, that sucks. I need to stop throwing them. Okay, they do just end up coming back. Alright. That would have been a little awkward if I was just soft locked and unable to continue because I did that. Oh. There we go. I was wondering why nothing was happening. This is really cool. The Alan Wake DLC was fun, but I definitely like this one. I say fun. It was traumatizing, but I definitely think I like this one more. purely just because I like learning more about like the bureau itself and also the board. Subsequently. There's nothing wrong with learning some extra lore. And hey, if Former ends up being kind of a chill guy, I'm not gonna complain. I like a big worm friend. Let it never be said that I hate a big worm friend. I say a worm. He's barely a worm. He's like a really nasty looking grub or something. Big one-eyed grub. Yeah, I thought so. We're not playing in this space, you and I. Did he just fall off? No, he's just down there. Okay. Oh, you're flying. I guess I'll recharge and then go down there to go mess with him. I didn't really mean to knock him off. I mean, I did, but... Come on, drop your shield, boy. There we go. Nice. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button there. Whatever, you're mine now. Yes. Just press the right button. There we go. Need to get over there now. Oh, did it lift up the next section? Or no, do I have to jump from here? Okay. Huh. Interesting. I would have expected there to be something up there that I needed to, like, do, and then... I mean, I guess that is what I'm doing. Can't really argue with that. The metal pipe sound. Oh, okay. No, absolutely not. Of just like metal hitting enemies is the most wonderful experience. Alright. Let us progress. I wonder if I can... Hey, bud, why don't you come over here, actually? Hi! Alright, should be in the clear. Not the right thing. There we go. Is there lore over here? Please. Give a poor boy some lore, please. No, no lore. Oh well, that's fine. I'm kind of glad that I chose the grow crystal ability first. Purely because it meant that I got to run through this, like, later. Like, I think that's really cool that I got to do that. Destroy some more cairns. It's too funny. Okay, what? Astral Mimic. Astral mimics are physically indistinguishable from astral copies, but considerably more dangerous due to the fact that they possess para-utilitarian abilities. The most notable ability is levitation. It is unknown how this astral entity gained its paranatural abilities. The relevant objects of power are currently bound to Director Faden, which indicates the objects are not responsible. However, objects of power are intrinsically linked to the board and the astral plane. A similar link between the objects and the mimics could also exist. Or perhaps the board is able to dispense these abilities at their leisure, with no trial in the astral plane required. The prevailing theory, however, is that the entities are simply replicating observed abilities performed by the Hiss, or even the director herself, thanks to a prolonged exposure to our world caused by the astral bleed. Refer to file redacted for more info. Oh my gosh, why is he so squished? Boy's so squished. Why did he have a grenade? You guys aren't supposed to have grenades. Okay. Okay, I heard something screaming, but I think it was just the control point. Nice! Okay. Looks like a new bout area.
Entry day plus 86.
Ooh.
There's been a change.
Okay, Ash.
Hercules and Mabel. I mean, big numbers 3 and 11 attacked my staff today. 2 fatalities. 3 if you count Mabel.
Huh.
It was always so kind. As a result, we are abandoning the Foundation. Northmore gave the order to transfer our resources to the upper floors. Now that my control points allow us to safely come and go from the New York streets. Did I forget to include that fact in my previous logs? I've been so busy.
Wow, this guy invented everything.
Control points have been established throughout the oldest house. Excuse me if I don't sound excited, it's just... A few months ago, I would have been overjoyed to leave the Foundation. But now I realize I've grown fond of it. There's something deep in the stone here, deeper than that watching presence. Something warm. I feel it needing me. I won't go. I'll refuse. Northmore won't be happy, but so be it. I'm starting to see him for what he is. An impotent storm. Father Shane in a cheap suit.
Ooh. That's good writing. Wow. That's really good dialogue. Alright, there's our thing, but I assume we're probably gonna fight some more Hiss. Yeah, I thought so. Hey guys, why don't you come over here onto this platform? You know what? Come here, guys. Come here, guys. Okay. Whoa! No. All right. Rude. Back off. Ah. Oh my my gosh, they combo you so bad. Okay. That wasn't the most flattering engagement, but... Okay. Our recent confrontation yelling was an error. We've decided determined you may have both tools or upgrades. Only because you are the favorite current director. But do not listen, speak to former. You are welcome, grateful. Or, no. I want to grow that out. Are there any other? Yeah, I want to grow this out too. And this section right up here, I think, right? Yeah, there we go. We are nearly whole, fixed. Yeah, I thought so. Your trust synergy is appreciated.
They sure changed their tune all of a sudden.
Yeah, no, they're definitely, they are not supposed to be here.
I'm overthinking this whole board former thing.
No, you're not.
They can sort out their own business so long as it doesn't get in my way.
I disagree. I
Assessing
thoroughly
both of these
disagree.
problems is something Trench would do, but I've got my intuition, and you.
Oh wait, no, I can just press this. I forgot. I don't care about this. Oh yeah, there it is. It's almost done. Alright, let me chat with Emily, see if she's got any additional dialogue.
The nail is almost repaired. You really do have a knack for this kind of work.
Any progress with the nail?
Of course. I've been busy with surface analysis. Its composition is remarkably similar to that of material found in the astral plane, but it alters itself between my observations. It's almost as if it doesn't like being examined.
So the nail is from the astral plane?
Not necessarily. See, if we assume that, we're suddenly facing a lot of new questions. How did something so large get out of the astral plane? How did it get inside the oldest house? Did a threshold bring it in? Did people? Maybe through the motel.
Maybe it was always here.
Doubtful.
Okay, well, damn.
Have you spent any time looking into the crystals growing around here?
As if I could resist. The biggest question is where it comes from. A threshold? Or is it native to the Foundation? But if so, why doesn't it grow in the rest of the oldest house? The fact that they returned to an earlier state when damaged is severely inconsistent with our reality's adherence to linear time. So either they're A, partially conscious, or B, organic elements that are foreign to and yet influenced by our dimension. The jury's still out. Have you learned anything about the crystals?
I have a power that lets me stretch them.
Huh.
Yep. Any idea what Marshall would be doing down here?
That information is on a need-to-know basis, Faden. Sorry, I couldn't resist. But honestly, I never had much interaction with Marshall. She only came to me when she was looking for Darling. But this is Helen Marshall we're talking about, the woman who single-handedly dealt with the Bergen Peak AWE.
What is the Bergen Peak AWE? You can't just say that and not tell me.
Well, clearly she couldn't handle this one on her own.
Okay.
I'll see you later, Emily.
Well, I guess that's one more.
Good luck. Take notes.
I guess that's one more. What, the tablet, whatever, to deal with now. Oh, got new abilities too, or new things I can select. Yeah. Can I grab that? No, I can't. I need 3 for that one. Ugh. Okay. So I need to get all the way back down to Research Site Gamma. Okay. Well, I can definitely take... Yeah, go to the cave system. This is super interesting. I desperately want to know more. Oh, nice. I got an achievement. Master Para-Utilitarian. Okay, that's blocked off. Okay. Well, I need a way up. Oh, there's a couple... Nope, that's the wrong way. Well, actually, no, that does take me into Research Site Gamma. So I guess, yeah, I can go this way. Wonderful. Ugh, nasty things. The exploding ones are my least favorite. I do not like them. I think, was this the way that was... That's the way that was initially blocked off. I think this was the way that had the, like, massive chasm, right? Or maybe not. It just has a bunch of hiss in it. Ugh. Ow. I really do not like these miner guys. They're very frustrating to deal with. Okay. What? Little astral mimic just chilling out here? Alright. Complete the ritual in the deep cavern. Oh yeah, there was one of these, there was something that was covered up, wasn't there? I couldn't get to it. I really need to stop firing that so close to me. Yeah, it was over here, wasn't it? Can't see it through the light. No. Ah, there we go. Here we go. This is where I needed to be.
Boom. The nail.
Hiss got in through the nail?
Smoking rubble.
Marshall blew up the nail? What the hell was she thinking?
Huh. Oh, that's an astral spike. I don't want to deal with that. Oh, wonderful. I get to fight Hiss while dealing with an astral spike? Okay, it seems like it's also fighting the Hiss, so that's less of an issue for me. I mean, it is still an issue, but less. I caught the hammer. Or not the hammer, the pickaxe. Why did I say hammer? Nice. Whoa, that's a sniper. Absolutely not. Oh, that really hurt. Ow! Oh my gosh. I got a jukebox token from that, at least. Is there anybody left? No, it doesn't look like it. Guess crack this open real fast. See what's over here. Well, there's lore. I do like lore.
41 days since entry day. The name of our historic arrival to the oldest house.
Spit. Spit,
Morale
Ash.
is
Spit.
long dead, and its corpse is starting to smell.
Okay. That's a little
My
grim.
research staff complain of a presence watching them. Many
It's gotta be the
suffered
board,
nervous
right?
fits. Some were evacuated. In cheerier news, I've made some new friends. I met them while exploring the deeper caves. They're hard to describe, but imagine avant-garde sculptures of humans.
Oh, the
I
copies.
call them the id.
Huh.
They aren't hostile. In fact, they're polite and quiet, which is more than I can say for my colleagues.
Interesting.
Most id are shy, but a few are quite curious. While I sat taking notes, One came to look at my sketches. I offered him my pencil, but that spooked it. What are the Id? Residents? Prisoners? They remind me of the golems from Kabbalistic texts, or a type of homunculi. I know I shouldn't, but I gave them names. There's Hercules.
Ash, why?
Lilith, Copernicus. Mabel is the bravest.
Oh!
They're a funny bunch.
He mentioned earlier in one of his other things that they got hostile. They got hostile, and Mabel got killed. I remember him mentioning that. And here we go. Astral spikes are metastructural entities found in the astral plane. Their existence was first confirmed when a single spike traveled into our dimension through the mind of an astronaut. Remember reading that one on Details RE Agent Gibson. Astral spikes seem to exist beyond our dimension's physical laws. They do not resemble any living creature or animate object we have yet encountered. They're even dissimilar to astral copies, despite the fact that they both originate from the astral plane. The spikes are immensely dangerous, emitting a wavelength that disrupts all organic and inorganic matter in their immediate vicinity with catastrophic results. Discerning the nature of this wavelength has been difficult for obvious reasons, but the Parakinesis Department continues to investigate, or Parakinesiology Department continues to investigate. Word file redacted from the report. Okay. So we've definitely read up a pretty decent amount on the astral spike. So we're not unfamiliar with them. Adventure accepted. Dearest Mr. Talbot, my heartiest my heartiest congratulations for achieving something that few others have. Consider my curiosity thoroughly yours. For who wouldn't be intrigued when the United States government claims they need an expert spelunker to explore the depths of a cave the likes of which no man has ever seen? A subterranean channel beneath the very heart of New York City is fascinating in of itself. I've explored every cave system from Kentucky to Kathmandu, but a formation below America's own Big Apple is a welcome surprise. You are certainly building grand expectations. Do not let me down. I've decided to come see this mystifying cave myself. My assistant will be in touch with the details of my arrival. As requested, I will avoid making an announcement to the press, but I cannot guarantee that my travels will slip past their notice. The world is always waiting for word of Robert Ricardo's next grand endeavor. Blah. I'm getting tongue-tied here. Such is the burden of the globe-trotting man of adventure such as myself. Such is the way of adventure. Keep exploring, Bob Ricardo. And he's the guy who went insane. I remember them mentioning that. I remember them saying that he went a little crazy. Alright, and that just opens that up as a shortcut. Perfect. So I don't have to take the long way around. Where's the door? How do I get in here? Oh, there it is. Oh, Astral Spike. I forgot about him already. Oh, wow. There's a lot in this corner. Nice. Well, those are all blocked off. But this one at least has a save point. No, the cairns! No! Devastating. I love a good cairn. Okay. That's gotta be where I need to go. Or... are all of these places I need to go? Huh, okay. Send in a guy, please.
Dispatch a ranger to this location.
Hello. How did you get in here? I do not like you and I need you gone. There we go. I am not messing with evil healing spheres that I do not enjoy. Oh, or not the copies, the mimics. Die, please! You suck, I hate you! Ah! Who's screaming? Ah. Someone is making some very weird noises. I think it's the mimics. There we go. Oh, my ranger buddy. Come on. Whoa! God, my aim is terrible. Supportive staff. Am I still alive? Huh. Okay, I don't really think there's anything else. Oh no, there's something over here. Secrets! Yay! And by secrets, I mean just little thing in the corner. Barely a secret. Can I have this, please? Oh, I'm out of... My weapon mods are full. Okay. Just do a little bit of maintenance, I suppose. I'm accruing such a massive collection of, like, funds. I don't really have anything to do with it. Which is a little awkward. Alright. Bam. Alright. Come on, stop. I keep swapping back to the thing and then forgetting to swap. Or keep swapping to the normal gun and forgetting to swap back to charge. Okay, I mean, I have to go down there. Ooh. This should have lots of stuff in it, right? Yeah, good stuff. Oh boy. Please don't. Okay. Ooh. I do not want to. I have yet to get caught in one of those poisonous geysers, and I am not starting now. Oh, wow, that was actually really quick.
This is the last one.
Hey, Former, you want to tell me about how this is a bad idea before I do it?
I can't believe Marshall's brilliant plan was to blow up the nail. And she thought I wasn't ready.
I really don't trust the board right now. I feel like this is a big mistake that's being made right now. I don't like how quiet the board is. They usually are quite talkable. Talkable. Ugh.
But that's the last one. I fixed it, didn't I?
Talkative. Nail, leave, end. Okay. I guess I'm gonna go.
Holy shit.
What just happened? Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Oh, thank God.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was all that? Things should be better now, not worse. Emily will know.
I'm very concerned. Astral entities. Ugh. Oh, that's a call. I don't want to listen to that because that's gonna take way too long. All right. Hey, Emily. We have a problem. Emily, I may have fucked up a little bit. I need help.
Director Faden?
Yeah, that's ominous. I do not trust the board whatsoever. And you know what? We'll level up the shield. Why not? Not like we ever use it. Emily, what's happening?
What did you do? What is causing these tremors?
I thought you could tell me.
Huh.
I completed the 4 rituals just like the board told me to. The astral bleed should have stopped.
Look, it has stopped. The nail is repaired. But we have a new problem. My analysis of the nail indicates that it is literally a piece of the astral plane.
I told you!
Also containing the astral plane. Or both. Either way, right now both dimensions are vibrating at completely incompatible frequencies. This spatial friction they are generating is incalculable. It's going to destroy both planes.
I messed this all up. Maybe Marshall was right to destroy the nail. I should have left it in pieces.
No, then the astral plane would still be leaking in.
Huh.
Sometimes there's no right answer, Jesse. We need more information.
No. I need to fix this now. I'll figure something out.
No, we should really make a plan. The tremors are originating from directly below us, but we don't know what...
Perfect. I'll head down and take care of whatever's going on. Just do what you can from here.
Jesse, you can't just...
I have to, Emily. I'm the director. This is on me.
I'm assuming this is where I'm supposed to go. That felt like a doorway. This feels very doorway-esque, but I obviously can't get in. Okay, what is the board doing? It has to be the board. I don't know who else it would be. Reach the bottom of the nail. Oh wow, there's a lot of stuff down here actually. Oh, there's just a hole here now. I didn't even notice that. Oh, I'm an idiot.
I hope I know what I'm doing. That was just the top of the nail? How much deeper does the foundation go?
Entry day plus 118. I have changed, though it's hard to know how or why. I no longer need tools to detect the house's veins, to hear it breathe. I can feel its blood churning beneath my bare feet. I have added my own illustrations to the walls, trying to solve some mystery that the oldest house whispers.
So he's the one who drew Former.
I have to avoid the it as I do so. They haunt me. I don't blame them. They're just following the pillar's orders. Even poor Adam doesn't seem to recognize me anymore. I've spent a long time contemplating the etchings of the tree and its roots. Did you know this city used to be a forest? I wonder if our oldest house wore a different face back then. Or if it was always here. A 21st century office building since time immemorial. In a place known future. Can it change its skin? Can it wander? I always thought the esoteric world was my father's, not mine. But here, in this sacred place, I finally understand his devotion and his awe.
Wow. Okay.
The crystals are growing like crazy here.
Ugh.
It's almost like they're trying to stop me.
The board is definitely weaponizing the oldest house right now. Or something like that.
Astral spike. HRA was damaged.
No!
The board said it.
When Marshall blew up the nail, the board attacked her. I don't fucking like it.
No! She got killed by a... Oh no. Well, got killed. She got turned into a hiss by the... Oh no. That's messed up. No, I wasn't the biggest fan of Marshall. But that is one step too far, board. You don't get to make those decisions for me. If I wanted her fired, I would have done it myself.
Nobody else hears the house. Their ears are too full of lies. We were shown the way inside so we could help. But all we've done is fall victim to the same path.
Yeah.
I should have seen the web earlier. The strands between Northmore, the pillar, the gun, the id. What hope did we have? Thrown into this conflict beyond our comprehension. I decided to rejoin the Bureau in the upper levels to end my long absence spent in the Foundation. Northmore will be angry at me for disobeying him. That's Jesse's way. But I don't care. I need to remain in the oldest house to help however I can. I doubt I can steer the Bureau back on the right course, but I have to try.
Oh my god.
How did I go so long without a purpose? Without devotion? I can hardly remember how it felt. I realize how grateful I am to Father for setting me on this path. I wish I could tell him that.
Alright.
Director Faden here. I need a ranger dispatched to my position.
Alright, bud.
Director out in the field.
Let's do this. Hey, Marshall.
Marshall? You're alive.
Soon you will no longer recognize us, or yourself, or him, or her, or them. Family is dead. The walls are broken, but yellow and red in the eye.
God damn it.
Inverted is made right.
No.
Take everything. I am not letting you take this.
You've always been the new you. You want this to be true.
Yep, there it is. Hey, leave my ranger buddy alone. Oh god. Oh, she's flying now. Wonderful. Whoa, too many. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Whoopsie. No! Ranger buddy. I'm gonna deal with that sniper now. No! Ugh, I hate the snipers. They're the worst. Okay. I'm ready. I can do this.
This is Director
I'm
Faden.
hoping this isn't it though. I want to know more about what's going on here.
Make way for the director.
I mean, I do figure this is like the end of it, but I did not mean to do that. Okay. That takes a lot of health from her. She's gonna open that up. Come on. There we go. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that.
Get around them.
Okay. No! Ah, the snipers are so obnoxious. Oh, I do not like them. I do not like them. I think they are bad. I do not enjoy them. And I don't like that they just made it so they can teleport. Alright. Okay. I am hard focusing that sniper. And he's gone. I know he's still out there. Okay, no, I don't see him. Yeah, tell me about it. Assistant sent, champion endure. Former sent in a new buddy. Or no, yeah, he sent in multiple buddies. Okay. Former, that's my guy right there. I don't care that you ate Patrick. Okay, maybe I do still kind of care. But, like, I respect the dedication.
Out of ammo.
Nope. Stop it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Why? Oh my gosh, that's so frustrating. Okay, I should be using my shield. Yes, but I would prefer to use my dodge because I've invested into energy.
Director's orders.
Oh lord. All right. Ah, darn.
Don't stop firing.
Whoa! Oh no, we're straight onto phase 2, I think. Or maybe not, I don't know. Okay. That's a decent chunk of health gone. Whoa! No! Back off. That is uncool. Okay, Informer helped me out with some more buddies. All right. Yeah, walk onto the platform. Ah, darn. Oh no, wait, those are astral constructs, or those are the ids. He's not even giving me more soldiers; he's giving me more ids, because he's also an astral entity. Oh, that's so cool. Where's that sniper? There he is. You are mine now. I'm making you into my friend. Whoa. Okay, you're just grenade central over here, aren't you? You're Grenade City, population you. Leave my former buddies alone. Okay, that was a lot more fun than the Alan Wake one.
That explains why the board wasn't answering what's causing the quakes. Marshall came down here to stop this. I should have been with her. I could have saved her, but I can still save everyone else.
All right. We are cleansed, liberated. Hallelujah. The Foundation is stable, beaten, A-OK. We hope you will improve your attitude, loyalty.
Well, fuck you too.
Oh, I'll be sure to.
Let's play it smart. They don't need to know I'm onto them. Not yet, anyway.
Was that the end of the... That can't be the end of the DLC, right? Former!
The nail is secure. The hiss can't touch it. I can't undo the astral bleeding in the Foundation, but at least it's stopped.
Along with the seismic activity. You did it, Jesse. Did you ever find Marshall?
I did. She's gone. She died thinking she'd save the Bureau. Not a bad way to go. I wasn't ready for this crisis. I didn't even see it coming. But I promise I'll be ready for the next one. I mean, what good is a director who can't hold her Bureau together?
That's it? Oh, that's messed up. That sucks that it's over. That was very interesting, though.
I thought I know how to handle things, now that I'm the director. Clearly, it's not that simple. I need to choose a direction for the Bureau. It should be one that serves our goals, not the board's. Whatever those are. I need to lead my way.
Ugh. But it certainly would be easier if you didn't have the board, like, this gun makes it actively, like, impossible to go against them, which kind of sucks.
Now that this nail business is handled, I should probably be getting back to executive. But Maybe I'll keep poking around. Just for a little bit.
Has the nail been doing anything since we restored it?
Define anything.
Anything unusual?
Define unusual.
Emily.
Sorry, but the answer is a whopping yes. Now that it's whole, the nail is emitting a constant field of, well, think of it like low-level radiation. It seems to suppress any biological matter it encounters. This explains why nothing grows here and why the Bureau had to abandon the area. Prolonged exposure would certainly begin affecting neural processes.
Wait. Was the field created when I cleansed the nail?
I considered that, but the nail's readings are quite different from the ones I recorded at the cleanse control points. I think the nail's field is purely of its own making. In fact, I think it would passively prevent any His corruption, like the HRAs do. Which makes me wonder what actually occurred when you cleansed the nail.
I've been wondering about that myself.
Did the board let the hiss corrupt the nail? Did they want me to cleanse it? If so, why?
What do you know about Director Northmore?
Well,
Oh. Internet just totally broke there. How we doing? Are we back? I think we're back. All right.
What do you know about an entity named Former?
I can't say I've heard of it. You got any details for me?
Well, imagine a one-eyed bug thing.
Okay, cool.
I think it was a part of the board, but then something happened and now it's separate.
Interesting. See, I always wondered if the board was some sort of entity or group or conglomerate of linked consciousnesses, but this supports the group theory. Although I could have undergone some sort of corporeal exile. Too many unknowns to form a working hypothesis yet, but I can prioritize this matter in future astral dives if you think it's important.
Fortune favors the prepared.
Yeah.
Do it. I'm gonna keep looking around.
I'd love to know more
I
about
wish
Former,
I could go
but
with you, but I still need 30 hours of training before I can do field work.
We'll work on that.
Well, let's have a look down here. See what's changed about that room. Oh, the spikes are still happening. I could have also just gone the other way, because I'm pretty sure... Yeah, okay. Former was originally not a good guy, but now he is definitely a good guy. Because the board are bad. This we know for certain. Well, I say bad, but they're definitely not, good. Because it seems like they're literally feeding off the oldest house. And presenting a working theory. Assuming that the nail is capable of producing a field of low-level radiation, that would prevent things from being able to grow here, organic matter specifically. One of the working theories for crystal, in this case, like the crystal that grows here, it was that it's potentially by organic matter. Therefore, the fact that I have the ability to destroy or create organic matter implies that this place is the oldest house is quite literally being prevented from being able to grow or develop or do anything like that because of the board. The board has it hostage, producing this low-level radiation field that's preventing it from growing and producing more crystals. The only crystals that are being produced are these ones, because that's the only place where they're able to grow, and I have the ability to destroy them or grow them back, manipulating that low-level radiation field. At least that's my theory. I think that it's a pretty solid working theory. Obviously, pretty solid unknown, and Emily Pope definitely not be a fan. But I think that it's definitely something workable. I think this is where I came out. Yeah. It's a shame about Marshall, but... yeah, Informer was right out there. So Former is loose in the oldest house then. Because if Emily, what Emily says is correct, some sort of corporeal exile, that implies that they do exist within the astral plane, but they are definitely capable of manifesting, obviously, like, you know, in the real world, now that there is that astral bleed. So they're capable of coming to the real world, and they clearly did, which means a lot. Huh.
Don't be a stranger.
I won't be. I do want to have a quick look at this spot over here. I am having fun theorizing, because that is really interesting. I find it beyond interesting. This is incredibly interesting. I want to know a lot more about this. Okay, I want to hop over here. See what's on the other side here. It's got to be some kind of secret area, right? Okay. Yeah, hidden location discovered. Dodge. Okay, I don't need that. I'm basically done. Yeah, I'm not messing with you. I'm not looking for you. At what point do you think you became the most interested in playing this game? I mean, I think I always was. There was never a point where I wasn't interested in playing this game. Okay. Officer, ID, whatever, I don't care. There was never really a point where I wasn't interested. I mean, I've been wanting to play this game for such a long time. Okay, no. I need to go around. Or no, maybe I don't. Like, I've always really wanted to play this game. I mean, what part made me the most intrigued? I mean, it's definitely just... I love... I guess, putting the right context, I love para-utilitarian stuff. Like, that as a story concept and, like, trope. I guess not trope, but just theme has always really interested me. I don't know. Found footage. Oh, no. Absolutely not. VHS tape supplement? Oh, I hate found footage. Oh, God. This item's creation is the source of much research and debate. It was a product of the Bureau's first attempts to film redacted entity A-001 during Operation Shallow Tide, an agent that was able to conceal themselves in an area frequented by Ati, at which point they began filming. The agent reported that the video camera showed had no signs of disturbance during the filming. can't be Ahti, right? Later, when reviewing the footage, the research staff became mesmerized by its altered effect. Measures were taken, and altered evaluation began. Never before have Bureau personnel been so closely involved in the creation of an altered item. The experiment was quickly replicated, though not with the same results. The footage was simply useless in every subsequent attempt. The event spawned a great debate as to whether altered items were created by paranatural entities, intentionally or otherwise. Similar experiments were prohibited soon after. See the Ash Act for details, as the creation of altered materials was deemed an action by the Bureau, an action the Bureau should not engage in. Huh. All right. Well, this. Okay.
I can't see a thing. Maybe I should have thought light. Another TV.
That's Ahti. You're my friend now. So Ahti must be entity A-001.
So dark. How am I supposed to drag this thing out of here?
Oh, this is awful.
This is fine, Jesse. You're okay. Just don't drop the TV.
Ugh. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna go across it like this. Oh, you can press F to just drop it? Wish I'd known that hours upon hours ago. I mean, Flashlight was with physics was just all of the Alan Wake DLC, so. Whoa! That was a lot of damage. Okay. The fact this footage of Ahti is capable of pacifying astral spikes is crazy. No. I'm running out of health. Please tell me I'm almost out of here. Oh my god. Oh my god! That scared me really bad. Alright, I guess we go again? I don't... Just try that again, I guess. That was horrible. Yeah, they do so much damage. Didn't move at all. It was one behind me. It turns it into just like a inert ball for a moment there. Thankfully, it can't follow me. Let me in. Here I go. Close that off behind me. Okay. I was really hoping that this wasn't going to be scary. But I was, unpleasantly not surprised. Now they're following me. Oh my gosh! I forgot he was back there. I'm gonna be so honest. They do so much damage. Yeah, that was the guy who got me last time.
There's the way out. Up there. Back at the cell. Thank God.
Wonderful. That was horrible. VHS tape procedures. Item has proven impossible to fully contain when in proximity of human beings. Item is to be sent to redacted, and the redacted of the oldest house in order to prevent any future access. I assume, like the Foundation. Yeah, a VHS video home system tape cassette. Item will not inject or not eject from the television player used at the time its altered status became evident. The VHS plays footage of Ati cleaning a floor and dancing. This footage renders individuals incapable of movement, speech, or thought while the television screen is within view. This effect is estimated to last indefinitely. though the most time spent in this state by a test subject is 21 hours. Individuals only recollect hearing strange music during their entranced state. Footage plays on a constant loop even when the television is not connected to a power source. Even when the television and its footage are contained within an enclosed cell with no window, agents in proximity have been driven to open and enter the cell by the item's entrancing nature. Fascinating. Huh. Well then. Well, I want to check something else. I have something else that I want to look into for a moment. Oh. I missed this. Cave paintings. At first, I thought the cave paintings in the Foundation chronicled ancient humans' encounters with natural occurrences like weather, but it soon became clear they depicted events far outside the average human experience. Also, it seems I was wrong to assume the images were ancient. Radiocarbon dating suggests something impossible, that I've been down here longer than the paintings. That's absurd, though. The style and medium clearly indicate a Paleolithic origin. I was ready to conclude that an ancient community of humans lived in or around the oldest house. Now, with this information, I don't know what to think. Is one of our agents drawing these, or is there someone down here with us? This place has a habit of skewing my results, so perhaps the data is corrupted, or perhaps some paintings were created at different times. The art does seem to chronicle not only the past, but also the present and possibly even the future. I see in them echoes of the board, some linear architecture, even what could be interpreted as a director. What are the paintings telling a story that's still being... Are the paintings still telling a story that's still being written? If so, who is writing it? Huh. Alright. I want to check something else, though. Man... okay. You know, dude... I don't care that you hurt your elbow. I'm going the other way. That's cool. I like that. But I want to fast travel to somewhere completely outside of like where you would expect me to go. I want to go... Where was it? I think it's up here. Here we go. Power plant upper level, because I want to check something that I've been thinking about for a while. It was on one of these consoles, I think. Yeah, over here.
NSC. Northmore Sarcophagus Container. The two previous directors both lost control while dealing with paranatural forces. I don't want to make that a rule.
Huh. So that's the guy who powers this place. They put Northmore in a fucking sarcophagus. And they mentioned something about him getting out too at one point, didn't they? I think it was in... Was it in correspondence? Escaped OP. Press denied. Foundation accident. Black Rock. Lockdown. Distinctions. Yeah, that's different. Northmore. Final warning. No. Security order. Unstable area notice. No, that was different. Where was this? I remember seeing something about the sarcophagus. That's dead letters. I don't think it would be in parkours. that's different. Yeah, and that was about Hartman, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, NSC. Here we go. The NSC was designed by order of Deputy Chief Trent shortly after he became director. The container provides a safe method of extraction of Northmore's excess energy output, while acting as a humane way to house him. The coolant pumps keep the container and its, resident from overheating while the energy is siphoned. The energy is then conducted into the converters, where it is rendered into a energy through the turbine generators, or into a electricity. The electricity produced powers the entire bureau, making us completely self-sufficient. After Northmore sarcophagus container 01's disappearance by some unknown manifestation of Northmore's power, the occupant was restrained and a second model was built. Northmore sarcophagus container 02 possesses a built-in spatial anchors that are designed to prevent any translocative effect from its occupant. So that is the first director. See, I noticed this a little while ago, and I was like, "What is this? Where do I remember the name Northmore?" I could not remember, and it was because it was the first director, and I think they only mentioned him like once at the start. That's so interesting. That's so interesting. Okay. It's pretty cool too. I'm gonna check something real quick. So that's that. I mean, I'm done. Like, I've done everything there really is to do. I mean, in terms of, like, normal story stuff. Of course, there's lots of achievements that I need to get. I'm also just looking through. Huh. Yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff to do here. Not a whole lot, but honestly, a lot of it would be pretty manageable, all things considered. I think probably the hardest one would be kill 100 enemies with Shield Rush, just because it takes so long. But, I mean, most of it's just kind of like finding collectibles, doing that, doing this. Pretty simple for the most part. Did I get all the collectibles? I actually don't know. Well, that's all within the Foundation. I think I did get basically every collectible. Huh. That's pretty cool. Well, I mean, I suppose now's just a good time to talk about my thoughts. I got about 10 minutes. Overall, good game. I liked it. Good game. Plot was interesting. I think probably my biggest issue with it, if I had to, be that guy and talk about my problems, I think my biggest issue with it is probably that I just think the ending was pretty underwhelming. I thought that the ending was paced a little weird, and kind of just ended up being like, oh, okay. I think it would have stuck the landing more if, I'll be so real, if Polaris or whatever the other, or Hadron. Yeah, if Hadron hadn't been killed, I think would have presented a lot more like potential like stuff to mess around with. Obviously, like that does kind of kill a narrative story beat, but at least from my perspective, it really did kind of feel like, oh, we did this thing, and now there's kind of nothing. All right, okay, and it kind of just ended there. Which, I don't know. Outside of that, I thought it was a great game. I didn't have a whole lot of, I don't really have a whole lot else to say about it. I thought it was good. Music was really, really, really well done. The designs were super interesting. The concepts were fantastic. And I will say the voice performances were pretty solid. I think there were also a bit of times with the animation. Facial animation was a little weird. Particularly on Emily Pope, I didn't want to say anything, like, in the moment, because I was just like, okay, we're in a cutscene talking. And I think I may have mentioned it once or twice, but I think her facial animations need to be toned down, maybe like 5%, 10%. They need to just be a little smaller, because goddamn, woman, That's a big gob. You gotta, that's a little much for a normal human being to like be able to like manage. But outside of that, like everything looked amazing. I thought the jump between like traditional cutscenes to like these very interesting like narrated like cinematic moments were really interesting. Definitely not something that I've really seen before in a game. At least not to that caliber, and not nearly that amount, that frequency. They were used so much during this, which I liked. I didn't have a problem with it. I didn't notice the eyes thing, but her mouth, because her mouth was moving around so much that it was just weird. But yeah, I believe you for sure. I think another little critique that I would like. I would like to voice is that I think that Dylan was introduced way too late, because I thought when Dylan was introduced that it was going to be like halfway through the story. Like I thought like, oh yeah, I'm going to get the side projector. This is going to be like halfway through. When in reality it was like I had 1/4 left, because after going to talk to Dylan, I went to the Panopticon. Oh no, I went to the Panopticon and he wasn't there. So I went to the Panopticon, Dylan was gone, I found Dylan, I talked to Dylan, he was like, go find the slide projector. So I went to research, went through the ashtray maze, tried to find the slide projector in progressively more zones, like trying to locate it. Like, let me see if I can like go back to where I was. Because it was me just progressively going to different areas, like, okay, is the side projector here? No? Okay. Is the side projector here? No? Okay. Is the side projector here? Oh, look, it's the person that I've been talking to in my head. Oh, and they're dead. And it was a little bit of a letdown, if I'm being honest. Like, at a certain point, it got to be a little much. Yeah, like right here. Like, went into the ashtray maze. I went into no, it wasn't the ashtray maze, it was containment. I went down the turntable, went in through here, went to the ordinary AWE. It wasn't here. So then I was like, oh, okay, so I need to go to research. So first of all, I had to go to maintenance to go do this whole thing, which, like, okay. That was fun. I got to talk to Ati more, which, of course, I'm not complaining. But then immediately I had gone through the ashtray maze, and then I just go here, and then that was it. Like, it was just like, it's not here. It's not here. It's not here. Here's Hedron. But now Hedron's dead. And then immediately after Hedron died, suddenly I'm running through the facility and I'm like dealing with Dylan, who, I'll be honest, not nearly as much character development as I would have liked. Considering the fact that he was relevant throughout in the entire story, it felt a little silly. I would have liked to see him interact more as like a hiss entity that was still capable of, like speaking and talking. Like, that would have been so interesting to see him be a relevant character. Because I mean, he brought himself right into central executive. That was a crazy yawn while I was talking, but he brought himself right into central executive. There would have been a lot of interesting like potential to have something go wrong, or have more interactions with him, or have actual like. Emily Pope studying him or something like that. Like, learn more about that. Which, I mean, again, it was still good. Like, this isn't me saying, oh, this was bad. This is me just being like, hey, here's some things that could have been improved. But, oh, wait, there's an entire area in there I haven't even looked at. Huh. You know what? Why not? Got 5 more minutes. I say 4 more minutes. I can take as long as I want. I just want to have a look at this area, but regardless. In general, it was good. I enjoyed it. That's the extent of my thoughts, really.
All this paranatural power contained in one place is a risk.
I agree.
Makes me wonder what other dangers are locked away inside the Bureau.
But yeah, I think that there could have been some better writing choices, better pacing choices, but overall, I'm pleased. This was a good game. I'm glad that I finally got the opportunity to play it. absolutely no, like, major critiques from me. Because anything that I could critique is largely one up to personal preference. Okay. And two is certainly something that is, like, they're not going to solve that. Like, this game's been out for, like, since before quarantine. Like, this is not a game that they are going to, like, they are going to update because I'm saying that I want it to be updated. And that's fine. I'm voicing my thoughts because I want to talk about it. I think it's interesting. I didn't even... Okay, hidden location discovered. Oh, there's more stuff down here. I didn't even mean to find this. Oh, there's lore. Oh, hello, Al. Oh!
Where fiction ends and reality begins. Here, they're all the same.
Huh.
It's a hideous trap, my every thought made real. Fear, desire. How can I ever know for sure I've escaped and not just lost in my own fantasy of it?
I wonder if this was added before or after the Alan Wake DLC. Case files. Typewritten page. A standard letter-sized typewritten page with minor water damage. The page is full of text, but apart from the top 7 lines, all the rest has been violently scratched out. Only a few individual words and phrases can be made out. The page emits a dim glow in the dark. When the text is read, there's a feeling of dislocation, as if witnessing the page being written as you read it, and as if reality around you is being redacted to match the words of the page. This feeling is made stronger if the text is redacted. Forensic and linguistic analysis confirm that the text has been written by Alan Wake with the same typewriter as the earlier materials found in Bright Falls in 2010. See Bright Falls AWE case file for more information. Okay. That's a thermos. Okay. I want to know what's above me. I'm willing to go a little bit longer just to have a look. Okay, I don't think I can go any higher than that. So, that's closed. That has something there that I can grab, but I don't really care about that. That's also closed. That's open, okay. Archives, okay. Love a nice airlock. Okay. These guys are nothing. They're level 4. Oh, okay, well that's a problem that I don't like. Oh, that's an astral spike. Okay, I think that they've been dealt with. Well, this is a new area that I just didn't... Inscription crossover? I mean, I don't know... Remind me, Inscription is card game, right? I'm making sure that I'm not, like, going crazy when I say that. I've never played Inscription. I do know the plot of Inscription, which is the biggest mistake I've made in my life, was watching a playthrough of it. But... Yeah, I wish I'd known what the plot of Inscription was before I had actually watched a video, because if I hadn't done that, then I would have been able to, like, experience it properly. But, oh well. Oh my gosh, really? Not a good place to be. I hear him. Come over here, Astral Spike. Open this, please. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Whoa! Okay. Yeah, it is card game? Okay, yeah. I don't know... Speaking from my knowledge of Inscription, I do think that it could make an interesting crossover, but I don't know if it really clicks. Mostly just because I'm pretty sure Inscription is entirely based around the fact that it is an artificial intelligence. It's not necessarily like a paranatural, like... It's not an altered item, is what I'm trying to say. I don't think. In this proposal, I'd like to explore the matter of containment policy. When an altered item enters the oldest house, we thoroughly investigate any possible combination of actions or words or material that will prevent the item from applying its altered effect. However, I work with these entities every day and have good reason to believe that a less convoluted form of containment is possible. The items crave, redacted. If we initiated a series of redacted praising the items, or perhaps incorporating their images into pieces of redacted that could be visited throughout the Bureau, I believe the altered items would behave without needing to resort to redacted or redacted, which would lead to the items feeling mistreated. The entire game was on a floppy, yeah. If we treat them like criminals, we can't be surprised when they try to escape. I mean, it wasn't a floppy, but it was still artificial intelligence, though, right? Like, it was an AI. Or several AI, I suppose, in that case. Who knows? Maybe I'm making decisions about the plot that obviously, as someone who has not played the game, so, who am I to speak on the terms of how exactly the world of Inscription works, right? Altered item behavior changes. Recently, there have been some alarming changes in behavior and altered item, an altered effect in two altered items in the Panopticon. The redacted and the redacted have become much more aggressive, with entirely new effects manifesting for no discernible reason. The items have been investigated for updated containment procedures to counter these new effects, with one successfully discovered to be contained by constant visual contact. That's the fridge. But this development is worrying. What if all the altered items undergo this behavioral change? We need to find out why this is happening. What is changing? Handling these altered items has also resulted in numerous Panopticon staff being redacted. I would say they've gone to the astral plane, but these aren't objects of power. Not one of them has come back. This, plus the uptick in astronauts not returning from their dives, has me wondering what the hell is going on. Is anyone looking into this? Is there any plan? Refer to file redacted for full report. So that has something to do with Former, which, not great, but he is a chiller. We know he's a chiller. Okay, that's just a radio. Any more files in here for me to read before I end the stream? I want to have a quick look. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, alright. Well, there's gunfire going on, and I'd say now's a fantastic time to end the stream. Keep an eye out for potentially another Generation Zero collab with Yevon. We're figuring out exactly when we might want to do that, so that'll probably come sometime in the future. And yeah, based on the poll, it looks like Tuesday's game is just going to become The Watcher, which is not surprising. It's the one that I've been playing recently, and, it would just be the easiest one to slot in there. So I'll probably end up playing Dungeons of Hinterberg or Grounded after The Watcher. Ideally Grounded, because I want to play it Dungeons of Hinterberg I also want to play, but we'll save that for later maybe. We'll see. But yeah, so I don't think there's not going to be another stream this week. I don't think, unless of course the Generation Zero collab goes well, or not goes well, gets planned. So we'll see. If anything does like get confirmed, it will be announced in the community section of the channel. But either way, I'd say now's a good time to end it. So yeah, I'll see y'all later. Bye.